Hello everybody, it's Super64 here, and welcome back to my railway. Today I've just received a package from eBay, just as I've gotten home this afternoon. And I was planning on unboxing it for you guys, so I'll try to do this all on camera. And if you've seen the thumbnail, you probably already know what it is, but oh well. I like attempting to unbox things on camera, it's kind of fun. I probably will end up doing a cut though. Yeah. So I'll try to get this thing open with just these scissors. Not too long. Oh, maybe. This definitely isn't the nicest box from eBay I've received. I've seen better, but oh well. No one cares about the box. I think I've actually just about. No, not really. Just kind of jumping right in today. It has been a while since I've done a video, so might as well cut the small talk and just get right into what you clicked for. Alright, this is... maybe I can get it out. I might be able just to pull it out from here, actually. I'll do a few more cuts. And cutting with one hand isn't really easy, but oh well. I do what I have to. I think just one more over here should free it. Sorry if I'm not getting the best shot in the world. Man, people who can unbox things effortlessly on camera are truly my idols. Alright. It's all wrapped in bubble wrap, so I guess we can toss this aside for now. I'll end up recycling that. And oh boy, more tape. Isn't that fun? Tape on bubble wrap isn't hard to get off ever, so we can just do that. It just tears right off. My experience seems to be no different. First layer of bubble wrap off. Is there more tape on this? Of course there is. This might be a bit harder to get through. Oh, no, I've just been able to tear through it. Oh. People always tell you to always cut your nails frequently, but sometimes having longer nails definitely has its benefits. Of course, do cut your nails every once in a while, at least. Having long nails can be kind of a health issue, but that's not what we're here to discuss. Alright, slowly getting it out. Alright, it's out of the box. Well, out of the eBay box anyway. And here it is. This is an HO scale Minitrains set. So it comes with the locomotive there, the coaches, and I think a few other things. So let's just get this open. And this looks pretty much how I saw it on eBay. Like almost exactly. Okay. So this is narrow gauge. So if you're not aware, this is what we call HOn30, meaning it's HO scale, but it runs on smaller track, and in this case it is in scale track. Now, there is also something I think called HOn3, which is more accurate narrow gauge, I guess, where it's still HO scale, but it runs on special kind of 2-scale narrow gauge track. But I figured I didn't really want to get involved in that. I felt that was just a bit too much trouble, so I don't know. So I suppose I'm going to end up putting the loop up there, but I think for now I'll just kind of construct it on the floor and just see what we have in here. I guess I'll just do this video unedited, why not? So here's kind of the main thing, I guess. Let's get it all out. I guess this is just some other stuff. He did kind of throw in some, I guess, cars, but most of them seem pretty badly damaged. Like, this seems to be the only one with all its wheels on, and it doesn't even have a back coupling. Oh no, this one has all its wheels too. I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, this caboose has one chassis and the other one is just kind of gone, and this car has only one wheel. So this is all stuff I'll have to end up fixing. I'll just put these on the table for now. But again, I can't really be mad at this because it's not like those were included in the original set. These are all things that were just kind of, I guess he had laying around, so he decided to include it. So yeah, I can't stay too mad at it. In fact, I can put some of these other spare parts in the, I call it the scrapyard, I guess. Just kind of throw it in there. I don't even know what some of this stuff is, so maybe it's not. I'll move it eventually because I bet it's all kind of important. One little piece of plastic, and I think that's a tie. Yeah, I put that by the track. I think HO and narrow gauge, HO and N-scale use different ties. Yeah, this is a really nice box, I'll be honest. Oh man. Can you believe someone bought this for $10.99? Man, now that sure makes me feel stupid for the price I actually bought it for, which I shan't disclose because it is rather embarrassing. I spent a bit more than I would have liked to on this, especially considering on eBay it was literally the exact same thing selling, and it went for cheaper, and it looked to be in higher quality too. But oh well, my shortcomings shan't be described that much. So one thing I'm a bit concerned about is this a full loop? Because how can it be a full loop with only one straight track? So we have all the curves here. Alright, let's just try and get them all out. I think I'll probably have to cut away to do the actual building of the loop just on this floor. And then I have to figure out how I'm even going to power this thing because I don't have a spare controller that's compatible, I don't think, right now. Nah. Yeah, so how is this going to build itself with only one piece of straight track? I don't know, I'll have to look it up probably. I'll unbox the engine in a little bit. I'm going to try and construct this loop, and I'll be back with you guys in a second. Okay, so I've tried to construct this. Tried is the key word there. My suspicions were unfortunately true. There isn't enough track to actually make a full loop, which I'm really disappointed about, because considering how much I paid for this, it would have been nice to know if it wasn't a full loop of track. I mean, I'm not going to say the seller lied to me, because looking back at the listing, he didn't really say it was a complete, and he did say accurate track measurements, so I guess that was just me not paying attention, because he did say that there were 7 curves, and, well, there are 7 curves, even though I think this set needs 8. He did kind of deceive me with saying there was a terminal track and a straight track, but I guess that's also not technically wrong, because there is one straight track, which just happens to also be the terminal. But oh well, I'm not going to get too beat up over it. What I end up doing with this set is, I'll figure it out. I could always just keep it and try and find more track for it, or end up selling it back, try and make some money back. Or, you know, who knows what I'll do with it. But yeah, I mean, if anyone is interested in buying anything from this kind of hodgepodge of stuff, even one of those cars, let me know and I might end up selling it. Depends on what I decide to do. But anyway, I thought it would be nice to know, to see if I'm at least getting a working locomotive with this. 1, in case I decide to sell it, and 2, if I decide to keep it. So what I've done, this is just my standard controller that I usually use on the main layout, but I've decided just to move it here because this is the only controller I have that can actually hook up to this. So I've taken out my main wire, so right here, and I've just replaced it. So we'll see if this actually works. Hopefully I did it right, because it's been quite some time since I had to place a wire. So let's just see, is it on track all right? Yep, it is. Let's give it some juice. Ooh. Okay, nothing seems to be happening. I notice that my lights are flickering as I do this. Is that just me, or am I... Oh, I'm feeling things. So it is getting electricity. Oh yeah, its wheels are moving. Okay, so it is getting power of some kind. I might need to... Oh, that kind of startled me. Okay, if this locomotive takes off, it's flying straight up that kind of weird curve that goes up and kind of flying off, but... Yeah, it has some life in it. I think it just needs to get warmed up. Here, why don't I reverse it? I might even take off the tender just to make it a bit easier, because I don't think there are any pickups in there. So I'll just run it as... Okay, so there's something going on. How much? Aiming at full power now. Oh, there we go. Oh boy, and there it goes. I saw a lot of sparks coming from it. which isn't usually a good sign. That could just be the track or the engine, especially considering I'm on the carpet right now. It might not be a good idea to keep doing this. Well, there it goes. It is kind of working. Probably hasn't been run in ages, I imagine. Okay, I'll reverse it here. Yeah, again, I'll do something with it, I'm sure. Because I'm sure I'll never be able to make the money back I spent on this. For the record, I'm just going to say it, just so you guys know. I did end up spending $70 on the set. That's including shipping, so I really only paid $60, but then shipping and handling and all that added up to $70. So I spent $70 on this set, which isn't complete. This locomotive definitely isn't the best I've seen perform. And the cars are pretty screwed up. I actually did fix some of them just kind of when looking around the set to see what I could salvage. I ended up fitting the bogies back on the caboose, and I was able to restore one of the couplings on the cars, but one of those cars is just, yeah, it ain't working. So yeah, it's moving after I give it a good push or two, but the sparks on it are definitely a bit worn. That could just be dirty wheels or dirty track, which that's probably pretty likely. I mean, it's moving. Oh dear. Again, I've seen better, and I've seen worse, so forward. I don't know if it. I mean, the wheels seem pretty clean. This got to be the track. It definitely doesn't smell like a clean, new, easy motor. I mean, I wasn't promised that this was new. In fact, based on the fact that there's stuff missing, I'd assume that it is used. Yeah, I feel rather silly paying for this, especially when on eBay there was another auction that ended up selling for cheaper, and as far as I know, it had a complete loop of track, and in fact, pretty sure the seller included extra track to help expand, and that only ended up selling for $40, so I do feel rather silly. I did make a mistake, definitely, in sticking with this one. I mean, it's a cute locomotive, don't get me wrong. I might end up keeping the locomotive, or who knows, I could try and set something up here, like where it just doesn't loop around. In fact, that's probably what I'll do. Yeah. Well, I'll come back in a second. I'll try and set something up there, and I'll show you the results in a sec, so I'll be right back. Alright, so here's the little setup I was able to do. Obviously, this isn't permanent because I need that controller over there more than I do here. I'm not even sure what I'm going to keep from this set, if anything at all. So one thing I want to clarify is this caboose here, I don't think it's narrow gauge, and it's not on the train because the couplings don't match. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is actually just N scale and not HO scale. So it's pretty worthless to me because it doesn't fit the layout at all. I'm not usually too picky about like finer details, but something that's a standard gauge caboose that's in scale, and I just don't think that's acceptable. Maybe I'll keep it, probably won't. If there's one thing I'm gonna sell, it's that. But anyway, we can see the locomotive running a bit. There it goes. It's definitely starting to run better now that it's been running a bit. But again, I have to stop it, and this isn't something I feel like keeping around, really. Just maybe every once in a while I'll hook up the controller to it, but honestly, it just isn't worth it right now. I'm so disappointed with this set, okay, well, there go the cars. I'll just take them off. Would be nice if I had a siding to put them in, but I don't. Oh, and there goes all the train. And the other car that's kind of on the floor right now, that's the car without any wheels, so. Yeah, but I highly doubt I'll ever like be able to make my money back on this. Because I really don't think this set is rare at all. And I do genuinely think I overpaid for it. Man, that wouldn't be too much of a problem. Like I said, like I consider it a good price for for a full loop of track and a locomotive and some cars, but it isn't a full loop of track. It's like barely functional. It won't function on its own, at least. Like, I can't sit back and relax and just watch this go around. I have to constantly be doing stuff to it, so yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that's that. I'm just gonna leave it there. Pretty disappointed with this. Might not keep it. Might keep some stuff. Anyway, if you made it this far, thanks for watching my disappointment, and I'll see you guys later.